Hey, Barkley, you want to go outside and play? You want to go play?
Darling, darling, baby, you're my darling, darling love. You're my darling, darling, baby, you're everything I ever hoped for.
What's going on, guys? It is Wednesday morning, May 18th, and just got out of the shower, just got dressed, rocking a long black tee with the gold zipper, some Levi's, and my boots. I don't know what brand they are, but I like them. Got the zipper on the side. And yeah, I say "and yeah" a lot. I've been watching the vlogs and I realized that. Trying to stop saying that so much. But getting ready to head to a gas station, pick up a Monster, come back, and I am mastering Enova's project today. So I'm going to get on that, and then let's see, I have one other mix to knock out later this afternoon. Then I'll be hanging then I'll be hanging out with Sierra this evening, watching my Thunder whoop up on the Warriors again, hopefully. And yeah, I just said it again. What the heck is wrong with me?
For the 785, mics on fire, fly as a car, thinking about the future, trying not to cry, not tonight. Sorry, I'm not tree line for my life. Growing old, then we die. Get paid in the dirt.
Alright, what's up, guys? So I just finished up mastering Enova's project. It is good to go, done and over with. I just Dropboxed it over to him, and yeah, I'll get a response from him here soon, I'm sure. But dude is super amped up about his project. So yeah, just finished that up. Gonna knock out one more mix, and then I'll be hanging out with Sierra tonight, watching game 2 of the Warriors versus the Thunder. Probably, I don't know if we're gonna go eat somewhere, or we thought about making something different, something that we don't typically cook here at the house. So yeah, gonna do that. It's 4:14 right now. Been a really productive day. Edited and uploaded episode 13 to the YouTube channel. Hopefully you've seen that and enjoyed it. I've already gotten quite a bit of feedback from it so far, so I appreciate the support. I can't say that enough. You guys are awesome. So yeah, gonna knock this out, and I'll catch up with you guys this evening. Do I look like I just woke up?
No.
What's up, guys? So I told you how I haven't been sleeping very much lately. Well, I just got me about a good hour and a half nap or so, and I'm feeling refreshed, feeling rejuvenated. So we are about to go eat at this restaurant called Austin's. I know you guys probably think we just go eat all the time, but yeah, about to go eat. It's Sierra's dad's birthday. So we will be linking up with her family and also watching the game.
Go Warriors!
Go Thunder! Go Thunder, baby!
Warriors.
Woo! So I'm really, really hungry. About to get probably some wings for an appetizer and 2 orders of burgers and fries. That's kind of what I'm feeling.
Hey guys, Jordan's probably gonna be mad at me that I have the camera. Here he comes with his donuts. 10:35 at night. All right, here he comes. Gotta go.
Baddest bitch, you girl, you got guts. But listen, I be doing things that I know you don't even know about. I can turn them on in the bedroom, back in the running cat.
Cool. Only thing that bothered me was this part right here still. Just like that. I want it to be a little bit different, but I didn't like how different it was. It's hard until you hear it like all straight through, you know what I mean? Like there's like a certain type of distortion sound that like I'm thinking of that's like more of like a shh, got a shh in there.
I be doing things that I know you don't even know about. I can turn them on in the bedroom, bathroom, or on the couch. For a minute, girl, no need to get catty. Don't even waste your breath, cause he already has me. Just bounce.
Cool. Alright, let's move on.
Cool.
You know I got it. You know I got it. And let them grown men cry. Oh, you know I do. No, 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 no. You know I do. And make a grown man cry.
Yo, what's up? I want to shout out to my new friend Peter. His Twitter handle is Pete Snacks. He tweeted me last night and let me know that he had watched my last video. He heard me talk about the Focusrite Octoprix Mark II, running that ADAT with the Apollo Twin, so that way I can set up a hybrid setup. Come to find out, the Apollo Twin has ADAT connectivity, but it's only ADAT in. So the Octoprix would give me 8 additional inputs, which I knew, but you can't run out of the Apollo Twin ADAT. So yeah, it's not going to work. Saved me a lot of time and money. Peter, I appreciate it, man. So since obviously that's not going to work out, what am I going to do? I don't know. I'm going to hang on to the Apollo Twin. I may get the rack mount Apollo as well. I've decided I do want to stick with UAD, and I do want to hang on to the Apollo for the simple fact that, whenever I travel, I could still work. If I go on vacation or whatever, if I need to do like a mobile setup and record someone somewhere else, I could still accomplish that with my MacBook and the Apollo Twin. So, I kind of want to hang on to it. So, yeah, for now, I'm just going to continue to mix in the box, and I may get another additional preamp or something. I don't know, because I really like the Unison preamps inside of the Apollo. So, yeah, kind of stuck. I do have something coming. It's on its way right now. I will show you guys that in my next vlog. Hopefully, it's supposed to be here on Saturday, so I'll show that to you guys. But, yeah, gonna hang on to the Apollo Twin for now. I did want to kind of show you guys a couple things. One, talk about, you may have noticed that I turned the mic around in the last vlog. I think was the first time you may have seen that. So I wanted to talk about why I did that and show you the effect that it had on vocals, and then also show you kind of what my recording chain is with the Apollo and why I dig it so much. So yeah, as you've probably noticed, I turned the mic around, and this way the back of the artist has all of this padding to him and the cloud that's still standing strong. But yeah, I read a sound on sound article that talked about, acoustics in small rooms, recording vocals in any space, really, how important it is to kind of control the area behind the artist. Obviously, that's where reflections bounce off the wall behind the artist and back into the capsule of the microphone. So, yeah, it's like made a huge difference on the vocal recording. It's really cleaned them up nicely and made my job a lot easier. So I'm going to dive into Pro Tools right now and pull up a session that we recorded the first verse with the mic facing the opposite direction, the way I used to have it. After the first verse, we switched it around, and the difference is just crazy. So yeah, let's hop into Pro Tools. All right, so I've pulled up John McCant's session from last Friday. He actually completed it on Monday this week. But the song is titled I Can Fly. And the first verse, again, we recorded it with the mic position the way that I've always had it. Once we started the pre-hook and for the remainder of the song, that's when we had turned the mic around. So I'm going to show you guys the difference in the quality. In the first verse, you'll be able to hear a little bit more room tone. You know, I do have quite a bit of treatment in here, so it wasn't horrible by any means, but you can definitely hear the difference, especially, you know, kind of a buildup in the low mids, and then also in the upper mids, you can kind of hear, you know, just the slap from the walls kind of getting back into the microphone, and you'll just be able to hear the difference. So I'm going to play the first verse, and then I'll play the second verse, and we'll compare.
Somewhere between the sky and the ground, somewhere between the earth and the clouds, I'm stuck.
All right, so I can definitely hear that, especially in the upper mids. You can kind of just hear that slap back. It's kind of making the vocal doesn't feel as solid. You know, those upper mids are kind of, I don't know how I would describe it. You can just hear that slap back sound, almost causing some sort of like filter or comb filtering or something like that in the vocals. And I've actually had times where, you know, the more I compress a vocal, I can kind of hear that causing some sort of like phasey comb filtering effect on the vocal, which I definitely don't want. So I'm gonna play it one more time and try to listen for that.
Somewhere between the sky and the ground, somewhere between the earth and the clouds, I'm stuck.
All right, so I'm gonna bounce over to the second verse and let you hear that and listen to how much more solid the second verse feels.
Somewhere between maybe and in love, yeah, somewhere between the door and a dove, love is.
So you can definitely hear it. Just listen to the quality of the S sound. I'm going to play the first verse again, listen to the S's, and then I will play the second verse and try to listen to the difference.
Somewhere between.
You hear how that's kind of phasey sounding, and that has a lot to do with just sound bouncing back into the capsule from the just the resonance of the room.
Somewhere between the sky and the ground.
And the second verse one more time.
Somewhere between maybe and in love.
Just sounds way more intimate, and it's just crazy. He's definitely much more in your face. It's much more just a solid sound than the first verse. So, you know, I've had a lot of guys email me and ask me questions about, you know, the clarity or the lack of clarity in their recordings, how their recordings are kind of sounding muffled or muddy, you know, asking me about upgrading gear. And I know I've actually been talking a lot about upgrading gear lately, but it's just crazy to see how something so simple as turning your microphone around, which costs you absolutely nothing, could make a difference. So definitely mess around with mic placement within your area, and you'll be amazed at the type of quality or the difference that you'll get using the same mic, same pre, all of that. So definitely check that out. I also wanted to show you guys the recording chain that I'm using inside of the Apollo. So this is the Apollo console. You can see I'm running through input 1 here. So what we used on this particular song was the Neve 1073 Unison preamp. Sounds just ridiculous. If you guys are familiar with that Neve sound, gives you kind of a big bottom, a nice harmonic distortion going on with the Neve. Kind of brings out a little bit of the upper mids to get you that clarity. So yeah, definitely not a clean sound by any means, definitely not a transparent sound, but yeah, just that classic Neve sound. Then typically I'll demo between the CL1B compressor and the LA2A. You can see over here that the CL1B is bypassed. A lot of times I will go with that, but in this case we went with the LA2A, which sounded cool. Everyone probably, I would imagine, knows what a LA2A sounds like, but it's just a very cool compressor for vocals. I didn't hit it too hard tracking, probably 3 to 5 dB gain reduction going on while I was tracking, but yeah, just a smooth, buttery compressor. And then finished it off with a little tape emulation, the Studer. I always have that at the end of my recording chain with the Apollo. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. And again, typically it's this track I'll have muted while the artist is recording, and we'll excuse me, we'll just track through Pro Tools or monitor through Pro Tools typically. But yeah, either way works. I wouldn't have this unmuted as well as your recording track in Pro Tools unmuted. Mute one or the other because you're going to get some sort of kind of latency, flanger, phasey type sound if you don't. But yeah, typically I'll have this muted and then we'll monitor through Pro Tools. But this is my recording chain. I'm kind of rambling. I'm going to get out of here. This is the end of the vlog. I appreciate you guys for watching. Until next time.